Hello there and welcome to World of Tanks with Engania Titan. So here we are on Malinovka, another map that I actually quite like. Still enjoy playing Malinovka, especially in the standard games since they moved the spawn points to either end of the lake. Malinovka assault though can be problematic, especially since it's very tempting for the defenders to camp on the hill. There's plenty of cover from forward positions on the edge of the hill, along the cliffs there, and people think that they can defend the cap circle here. The problem is, of course, that you can't spot anybody in the cap circle or in the field behind it from the top of the hill. And getting off the top of the hill, if the enemy have gotten into forward locations, it can be very difficult, especially on the southern side. It's practically impossible since there's no cover coming down off this hill. It's vitally important that at the beginning of a match people come down off the hill fairly aggressively and try and get into forward positions where they can spot the enemy advancing towards the cap circle. And it should happen off of both sides of the hill, both in the north and in the south, because in the northern position, along the northern map edge there around A4 to 5, if the enemy get into those locations, they're hull down against people on the hill. And once the people on the hill are spotted, which can be happened if they get up to the northern edge of the lake where that tank has appeared, they can then spot people on the hill and they're exposed to fire from that edge of the map. Now in this particular game the enemy team made no attempt to get into those locations. I have to back off here because I'm under fire from multiple sources, and if I hang around they will probably get hull shots in on me and stuff like that. So and I'm now being detected probably from, again, that tank at the northern edge of the lake. So that's going to limit my time here, because if I hang around here too long, I'll be getting flanking shots from the north as more tanks filter into the northern locations there by that building along B and C 4 and 5. So we'll do what damage I can, and now I'm actually taking fire from the northern end of the map. So I have to pull right back to get cover from the houses, and probably try and go up north to try and get rid of some of these tanks. The problem is, of course, I don't have too many allies up north to help with this job. So I start driving north, and the Tiger 2 that was up there actually starts driving south. Now I push forward here to see if I can get any line of sight on the cap circle. Which I don't know if he's in the cap circle, but I certainly get a line of sight on him. I'm trying to use the houses beside me here to cover as much as possible, and managed a tracking shot or something on that particular tank that was hiding there in the buildings. So I've decided these guys to the north have to be dealt with. I get a critical on that tank and get some spotting damage. Accuracy of this gun isn't great at long range, and I switch off the guy who's suddenly playing music, possibly through his phone or something. I'll be detected by the object 140 again. I'm not going to get a shot on the turret of that thing. There's no point in trying to shoot it because I don't have the penetration or the accuracy to successfully hit his commander's hatches. So I've decided to go gung-ho for this object 140, because if I don't hit him with the shot I can ram him into the lake. The big danger, the risk, is that he may have a lot of friends behind him across the lake, in which case I'm in serious trouble. Managed to get rid of him with one shot, tuck in as close to the hill as possible, so that, hoping that the guys in the far south like that have other things to be doing besides shooting at me. Now I'm in a reasonably good position here. I have the lie of the land between me and the enemy tanks.
Ready to fire on target. We didn't penetrate their armor.
And I still have cover on the hill behind me if they decide to rush me. And the Tiger 2 has joined me.
Zero penetration. Ready to fire. We hit 'em hard.
So he backed away there just as I fired. And I've decided to help out the Tiger 2 here. We must get rid of these guys with a reasonable degree of urgency because they're the biggest threat to us winning the game at this point. And I've decided to just go for the freedom. I'll either again, if I get the ram, don't manage to kill him, do knock some of these tracks out, and he's completely exposed then to multiple tanks. So what to do next? Well, I've decided at this stage I'll go for a cruise along the western edge of the lake. This will allow me assist in spotting people across the field. I'm still within striking distance of the cap circle if anyone has tried a sneaky cap. For instance, if the two tanks, a couple of tanks that are down south get overwhelmed. Whereas if I cross the field, I might never get back in time if somebody made it to the cap circle. So we're trying some long range shooting down the length of the field in Malinovka. But we're not Russian tanks and it doesn't succeed. As long as I stick to the low ground here, I'm relatively safe from tanks down at the bottom of the field or across on the western side. It's only when I pop up that I'm actually taking risk of being hit. So that's a fairly valuable kill. No proper line of sight in the AT-15. So we continue to drive south.
Target locked.
We take a long range punt here at the IS and it doesn't work out.
We've got a lock.
Now friendlies have made it almost down the length of the field, so I've decided to open up into the main field as well. Try and give them some supporting fire. He's got me behind the building for the reload. On the off chance that he keeps driving, I take a pot shot. Try for an auto aim in the AT-15, but nothing connects, so I don't have a shot on him.
Target locked.
And he's destroyed before I get the reload complete. So I'm now going to see if I can get a shot through the windows on these two tanks. However, the knight takes off in the direction of the cap circle, and the KV-1, who shouldn't really be here, gets killed before I manage to get lined up with him. One fleeting shot of the knight, but didn't really have much of a chance. And it's now me versus the AT-15A, the British TR-7 Premium.
Enemy is hit.
So I can penetrate him, but he dies before I get the reload, and the game over. So another comfortable win. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you press like if you enjoyed the video. So as you can see, I got another 3000 assisted damage, so it earned me a spot of ribbon in a heavy tank again. First class mastery, Confederate, and came first in experience. So thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll be back again soon with another video. Thank you. Bye.